Welcome all to class. Today we're going to be going through the Shi-Ba-Shi system, 18 moves. So prior to starting class, we always start with a bow. The way we do that, we have our feet pointing out to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock with about a 2 or 3 inch gap between our heels. Hands are facing behind us, standing up tall. What we're going to do is come to the front, thumbs touching, left hand is underneath the right. Move left hand into the fist, just kind of above the third eye area. Right hand over the top of the fist. Bring it down into the heart space and then push down, finishing with a bow. So it's nice to start with a bow because it brings respect to the practice, just to yourself, also the lineage of the practice and everyone around the world practicing. Usually do it in a circle, but I always do it from practicing solo as well. So from here, we just find our initial posture, the Wu Qi stance. So this is feet are shoulder width apart, facing forwards like we've got the railroad tracks. Very often people's feet splay out. It's nice. Bring them into alignment. What we're doing is we're connecting in with the four corners of our feet, feeling almost that twisting motion like your feet are grabbing into the earth. I like to rotate my knees out just a little bit, so I can feel a little bit of tension and torque build. It's like I got roots going down through my feet into the earth. Going up, my knees are a little bit bent, almost like I got some springs in there. They're kind of coiled ready. My hips are in posterior pelvic tilt, just a little bit. So we want to avoid anterior pelvic tilt in Qi-Gong because it means the energy doesn't flow correctly. It's like having a kink in a hose, and you know, when there's that kink, the water stops flowing. It's the same with our posture. So by having our hips slightly in posterior pelvic tilt, and with our spine up tall, it allows the Qi to flow. So our spine connecting in like we've got a drawstring on the top of our head, pulling us up to the heavens. Also feeling the weight of our sacrum push down to the earth. Checking in under our arms. It's like we got a couple of little eggs we're just gently holding under our arms. Arms, fingers, relax, they hang heavy. Our chin just tucked back a little bit. Eyes gazing forward. Finding that Wu Qi stance. This is how we start and begin all the sessions. From there, we move into the first move of the Shi-Ba-Shi system. Wave hands over the lake. This one we're inhaling as we're coming up. Exhaling as we're pushing down. It's a beautiful opener, very gentle. Feeling your energy rise and fall. Finding softness in the wrist, fingers. Just checking in with our breath to start this practice. So this video is going to be a summary and a reflection for those who attend the Qi-Gong retreats. So it's going to be a little bit more accelerated. It's just going to be a summary video. So each move, we'll just go for a short period of time. Finishing hands by your side. Moving into embrace the mountain. Similar start, but we come out as we inhale. Exhale to draw back in and down. Inhale slowly and long as we come up and out. And we're rocking onto our toes as we're coming forward to embrace the mountain. We're rocking back on our heels. We move back. So on our toes here, and then gently rocking back onto our heels now as we rock back. So it's called embracing the mountain because we're giving that mountain a big hug, bringing that strength, the stability, the enduring qualities of the mountain into our being. It's a really nice one. The lungs, the heart, representing fire and metal. Beautiful. Exercise 3, painting a rainbow in the sky. Come up to start with. Coming up, we're watching our hand, the gap between our thumb and our finger. Inhaling as we're coming up. Exhaling as we go across. And the key here is to have a little bit of a bend in our torso, like a banana shape. It can be quite a good workout actually. Toughen the shoulders, the obliques as well. Visualizing painting that rainbow high up in the heavens and the clouds above. Coming up to the top and then pressing down to finish. Scoop the earth, part the clouds. It's a great full body movement. So it's looking like that. Bending down, drawing up, scooping up. So we're exhaling as we're coming down, and inhaling as we're drawing up through the central channel. Just like being a kid, throwing and tossing those leaves into the air. We're working here with that torus-like shape. The energetic field, the apple core as it comes up through the center and then splays out like the grandmother tree. Like so many shapes, patterns of nature following these principles. Tuning into a breath, feeling the expansion underneath the lungs, all those intercostal muscles. Stand up tall, finishing by coming back down to the starting position. All right, floating silk hands, exercise 5. This one's a bit more challenging. It's like the freestyle motion. We're at the beach or at the swimming pool. What we're doing, we're exchanging that energy over the front of us, kind of in front of our belly button there. Inhaling as we're drawing back. Exhaling as we push forward. And we're feeling that exchange of energy over our palms and fingers. Inhaling slowly to draw back. And then exhale as we start that forward motion. Crossing over. And that cross point is when we initiate the inhale back again. We're watching our hand as it moves backwards and forwards. Using our hips to find that rotation through the torso. Finding the softness and the fluidity in the hands. Imagining our limbs like soft ribbons floating through the air. And we finish by bringing the hands back to that crossover point. And then down. Every so often between the moves, I like to tune in, close the eyes, check in with the breath. Notice those subtle shifts. Moving into rowing a boat in the middle of a lake. Inhaling up and then pushing down like our arms have got those oars. Inhaling up. Exhaling as we glide, push through the water. So as the name suggests, it's nice to visualize yourself as a boat, just drifting and moving through the lake. It's another really nice one for deepening the breath, finding that expansion under the arms. So nice for the shoulder mobility. This is a nice simple one. Remember, we're bending our knees when we're coming down, like that. And standing up as we do the inhale. Nice. Exercise 7, Sage presents a peach. So I always like to start with that rocking motion, just so we can find that U shape in our heels and toes, rocking left toes, back to left heel, cross to right heel, then right toes. Shifting that weight. Once we got that weight, that's when we start with the movement, presenting the peach. Crossing over the solar plexus and gracefully, generously presenting the peach. So we're exhaling as we present the peach and inhaling as we come to that solar plexus crossover point. So like with floating silk hands, we want to feel that energetic exchange across our belly button and the solar plexus, presenting the peach. So one hand is down, that's the yin. This one here, that's the yin going to the earth, and this one presenting the peach is the yang going up to the heavens. This one's really good for insomnia if you have problems sleeping or just can't switch off your mind. We finish by bringing the hands back into that crossover point and then down. Beautiful. Turn and gaze at the moon, exercise 8. So what we're doing is we're watching our hands here, the gap, the triangle, the diamond-like shape. Inhaling to come up to the side and then exhaling as we come back down to that 6 o'clock position. Inhaling to the side, exhaling as we come down. So getting a bit of a twist through the torso here, like we're rigging out our organs, finding a little bit of rotation through that thoracic and lumbar. Nice. And we finish by coming back down to the starting position. Nice. It's getting a bit hot. Nice. All right, wind Russell's lotus leaves. That's this move here, watching our hand. Watching our hand come up, across, then we're pushing that hand. Long, slow inhale to come up and watch it across. And a long, slow exhale as we push and then come down. This is a nice one for feeling the chi, the energy in our hands. Watching, feeling our hands become effortless, light. Making our limbs just feel like air. Nice. Finishing by coming back down. Nice. Exercise 10, wave hands in the clouds. So it's quite similar. What we're doing, more emphasis on the side motion there. We're watching the hand again, coming up through the side. Exhaling on that side, and then inhaling as we go across. Exhaling as we exchange the hands. Once again, another nice one for the lumbar and thoracic, finding a bit of rotation. So we finish by coming around and down. Nice. Exercise 11, scoop from the sea, toss to the sky. This one's where we come down, toss up. So inhaling as we're drawing up, exhaling as the hands come down. It's like you're gathering water from the bottom of the ocean and tossing it high into the heavens. It's a really nice full body move, this one. And you'll notice we're starting on one side first. So starting on the right. What we do is we come back down and then we move over to the left-hand side. Feeling the weight move forwards and back. It's a really nice one for finding fluidity and softness through the body. Feeling the spine as it articulates vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice. Come back down. Beautiful. Moving into rolling with the waves. This one's where we curl our spine, draw back, and then push, curling that spine again. It's like we're drawing back on the top of the ocean and then pushing out with the force of the tides of the ocean. Key part of this movement is the transfer of the weight. Noticing my foot, the heel's always staying grounded, pushing across. So it's just the toes which are rising and transferring back. Come back, nice, and then moving to the other side. Same motion on the other side. So we're really curling our back, opening up our heart space from the posterior side. Being like some seaweed slishing and sloshing around. Coming back and then pushing down. Beautiful. All right. Dove spreads its wings. It's another beautiful one. This is where we're coming in, working on that heart space again and expanding out, spreading our feathers. Once again, doing one side first. Opening up that heart space. Heel striking first as we step out, curling that back. And then opening up. So it's exhale as we curl into the ball. Inhale as we open back up proudly. We move over to the other side. No shock that this is a beautiful one for the heart. Such beautiful names in Qi-Gong, allowing us to embody the elements, principles, and patterns of nature. Coming back down to finish. Beautiful. All right, dragon emerges from the sea. This one is where we're scooping water from the ocean. It's like having a cup and scooping out. Exhaling as we're punching, and then inhaling as we're scooping. Watching my fists here, kind of rotate as I punch. Down. Nice, this one really builds concentration and focus. Nice. We draw back in to finish, and then down. Beautiful. Exercise 15, wild goose flying. Another angelic light move. Bending our knees as the wings draw up. Inhaling as we're drawing up, and exhaling to push down, to find that flight, that levity. It's like we're flying, soaring and drifting through the clouds high above. Nice. Exercise 16, windmill turns in the breeze. So it's like turn and gaze at the moon. What we're doing, this one's the full movement. We're going across all the way, coming down near the ground, coming up and around. Breathing for this is we're exhaling as we're coming down from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And then inhaling as we come up from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. It's a really nice one for building strength in the lower legs. We're watching our hands, finding that gap. What we do is we start one side and we move to the other side and we change down at the bottom at 6 o'clock. That's when we change the direction. So we do one side first, or one rotation, and then move on to the other. Nice. We finish by getting up to 12 o'clock and then pushing down through the center. Beautiful. Exercise 17, bouncing a ball in the sunshine. This is the really challenging one physically. Good for hand-eye coordination, strength, balance. Breathing for this is exhaling as we're squatting down, hovering our hand near our knee, and then inhaling as we're coming up. So whilst the hand's hovering over the knee, this hand here, the higher one, should stay in that similar position. It shouldn't be moving around too much. Nice. It's a nice one for brain integration, movements where you're crossing over different limbs and planes of motion. Really good for the mind. Coming down. Finishing with number 18, nature's fragrance drifts up from the stream. It's a beautiful integrative move. This one we're just inhaling to come up our nostrils and exhaling as we push down. So like the first move, this move is really nice for bringing all that energy from the session back into our center. Nice calming way to finish. What we do before we bow out, it's nice just to check back in with Wu Chi stance. Finding that posture again. Just noticing any little subtle shifts and changes throughout the course of this practice. I like to hold this pose for about a minute. Once I've done that, finishing up with the bow once again. 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock with our feet. Coming in, thumbs touching. Left hand into the fist, right hand cradling. Drawing back into the heart space, pushing down. Thank you for joining me for Qi-Gong.